Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound today, German Marquez. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Just off the outside edge, and a count 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Starling Marte. And that's in for a strike. Marquez, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. Two outs. A little bit high. 2-0. That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike 1. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throws from the seat of his pants, and they get the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here at Coors Field, our starting pitcher in this one, Clay Holmes. And for whatever reason, he's been more effective on the road like this than at home, Chris.
Boog, I really think he likes being the villain. This is a guy that seems like he thrives off of the negative energy in those away ballparks and gets better the more hostile the crowd gets. So whatever the reason is, he's got good stuff combined with the right type of attitude, and I think that's why he's been so effective away from home this season.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Let's go, Rockies.
Here's a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low, 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Beck on at first, nobody out. Not even close there. Yeah, that's ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ball, down.
Right down to shoot, and now 3-1. Check swing, called strike.
3-2.
Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Headed for the plate. He will score. The Rockies take the lead. 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI, ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next to hit for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. And a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. In the dirt. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup.
Third baseman,
A guy who's
Ryan
been huge for them over the last month plus, Hunter Goodman.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
Ryan McMahon in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that is out of play. Runner on at third, one gone. Now a fly ball to right center. McNeil. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. McNeil should have this one and makes the grab. And that's the inning. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up here in Denver. It's the Rockies 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Denver, top of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jeff McNeil. Marquez back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missing inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Goes down looking.
Well, he throws it with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Luis Angel Acuna stands in now and watches strike one. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Check on the runner, and he's back
No,
safely.
he's safe.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Let's go, Rockies.
Man at second. And that one in the air center field. Freeman under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ball.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a foul ball. Acuna at second with 2 down. This to third. McMahon fires over to first. And that is the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
Farmer.
Outside.
Outside.
That's to third. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Keston Hiura.
Keston Hiura up to hit now. First pitch misses. Foul ball there.
All right, Rockies.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
So up next, Mickey Moniak. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And another ball. Holmes. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 3. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Ground ball to the right side. Toss to Alonso, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back on to the third inning. Now the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1's the count. One ball, one strike.
Center field, Freeman. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Back to the top of the Mets order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Fastball is outside. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Misses inside. And now 2-0. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
No, he's safe.
In there safely.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Starling Marte up to hit. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And a pitch. Lindor on the move. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One out, the runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Let's go, Rockies!
That's a little bit low. That one catches the corner for a strike. Inside, just missed. Lindor on at second with 2 down.
Let's go, Rockies!
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here's Pete Alonso. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And the polar bear leaves the yard. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
McNeil in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Fastball for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that's the 3rd out. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here at Coors Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jordan Beck. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And that's a strike. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Rockies, the second baseman, Tyro.
So in now for Colorado, Tyro Estrada. A double and a run scored his first time up. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Nice grab. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
No, that is such a tough play, but they make it look easy.
Now
they slow the game down. That diving stop right there, it's only part of the equation. Then you got to collect yourself, get up, make a good throw, and you got to get it there in time. That's the toughest part, especially when it's got to be on the money.
And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And misses inside. Two out, space is empty. Next offering misses, and the count now 2-0. And another ball. In there at the knees. 3-2 now.
3-2.
outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but
The
I guess
third
he saw it
baseman,
really well.
number 24,
It's a really
Ryan
nice plate appearance.
So man aboard. There's Ryan McMahon now. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1. Score remains tied at 3. Back here in Denver, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Luis Angel Acuna.
Let's go, Rockies! All right, Rockies!
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Ball 1 there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's deep, and it's off the top of the wall. And he's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. Out in front and foul to the left side. Man at second.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Way high.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one in the dirt. And that just misses. That's to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting, third baseman, Ronnie
Mauricio now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Number 45 getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Number 55 also getting ready. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-0.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Here's a 2-0. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 2. Splits the plate. Strike one. Man on second, 2 down. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Mauricio around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
So now here's the Mets DH. Starling Marte. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and fouls one off. Marquez over to first.
No, he's
Lindor
safe.
back in there. And that drops in for a strike. That one's
ball,
upstairs, ball 1. Two outs. That pitch just misses the inside corner,
2-2
and it's 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. German Marquez is done in this one, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Seth
Rockies.
Halverson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
54.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. And ball one to the right fielder. Two on, two outs. And that one is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
One ball.
First and second, two down. And that's down and away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. And midway in the fourth, it's the Mets 5 and the Rockies 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
That's a strike. 0-1. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Good job to fight that one off. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Farmer. Grounded out his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a ball.
Off the plate. Ball 2.
The Rockies down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Come on, here we go.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
3-2 now.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
He goes down looking.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it's a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Here's Castanera. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler.
So digging in, Tyler Freeman. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Moniak off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek appears to be getting loose. Peterson also throwing. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one is hammered right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. It's 5-5.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Jordan Beck. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That's off the inside corner. And the count is 1-1. Line drive. And that is the inning. They get 2 and draw even again. We played 4. We're all tied up 5-5. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one in triple digits.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Come on, Rockies.
Swing and a drive deep right field. That's back. It bangs off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The relay, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. No outs. Runner on second. And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Alonso is way home. He'll score easily.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
And now, Brandon Nimmo.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that is ball 1. One away with a runner at third. Grounds one to short. Doyle sends it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And it remains 2-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pitch misses. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Rockies 5.
Now pitching for
back
the
now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the
Number
mound,
55.
Ryan Stanek.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Tyro.
Leading off, Tyro Estrada. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Hunter Goodman will hit next. He's 0 for 1.
Goodman.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5.
Come on, Rockies.
Hey.
All right, Rockies.
In the air to left center. McNeil pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan
McMahon steps to the plate.
McMahon.
Get it going, Rockies. Let's go, Rockies.
And first offering is fouled off. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, and they're down 7-5. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Halverson back to work. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Number 45 getting ready to come on for Bud Black.
Let's go, Rockies.
One gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Foul ball, still 0-2. Into left center for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Francisco Lindor. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Next offering is in for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Inside, almost got him. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte, 1 for 3.
Let's go, Rockies.
Off the
Ball
mark
one.
there. Ball 1. Swings through that.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Mets 7 and the Rockies 5. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the pen down there. Huascar Brazoban up and loosening in the pen. Number 82 getting cranked up as well. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. And down on strikes. 1 gone here.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Kyle Farmer getting ready to hit. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The Rockies trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Out to short, Lindor. To first, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Keston Hiura.
So up next, Keston Hiura. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
First
Inside,
offering, and it
ball
just
one.
misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
In for a strike, and the count even at 1. Line to left. Nimmo makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They're down 2, 7-5.
Now pitching for the
So they
Rockies.
turn things over to one of their. Here's ball 1. That's down
That's
and
ball
in.
2.
In the air, left field. Beck sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Goodman down to first with it.
He's
In
out.
time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. And now here's Jeff
The center
McNeil.
fielder, number
0 for
1,
3 in this
Jeff
one.
McNeil.
Let's go, Rockies!
That one hit to right. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 7 and the Rockies 5.
Now pitching for
We're back
New
in a
York,
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
43.
Huascar Brazoban.
Huascar
He's certainly been one of their
Brazoban.
better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
And now
Leading
it's
off
going to be
for the
Mickey
Rockies,
Moniak.
the right fielder, Mickey
Brazoban,
Moniak.
35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the
No
zone.
balls, 2
Tie a
strikes.
guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
And 1
1
and
ball,
2.
2 strikes.
Outside
back
with a
outside.
breaking ball. Out towards right center field. Soto really on his horse for it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 2, Tyler
Next to hit for the Rockies, Tyler Freeman. And he swings over the top there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The Rockies down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. A little bit low. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
Next for Colorado, Jordan Beck. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Rockies,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Herget.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Activity in the bullpen. Number 55 getting ready to go. Vodnik getting loose as well. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch misses inside. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
The catcher, number 4,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Let's go, Rockies!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. His 2nd of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 8-5.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now it's going to be Ronnie Mauricio. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Two outs.
1-1.
That one fouled off. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now an 8-5 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 82. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada.
The second baseman.
This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. There's the strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter
Now
didn't offer at it.
catcher,
Now he has somebody to
Hunter.
worry about over at first.
Goodman.
Now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. That one ripped. McNeil on his horse. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Oh, boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. The tying run at the plate. Oh, that one almost gets him again. Tying run at the plate. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Brenton Doyle up next for the Rockies. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That's in there. And the count is 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
In the air, left field, down the line. Into the corner, but foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there.
You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 82 is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
The Mets
York,
with a new arm on the mound, Reed
number
Garrett.
75.
And he's done a great job
Reed
keeping the ball in the park
Garrett.
this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
First and second, no outs. Here's Colorado's DH, Kyle Farmer. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first
baseman,
hitter
number
he faces.
7,
Just makes
Este.
everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next to hit, Keston Hiura.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one fouled hard the other way. The 0-1. Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz up and throwing. Peterson warming up as well.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging
right
in,
fielder,
Mickey Moniak. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Down the line, and it's foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
So the tying run at second. Liner, and this could be trouble. They're waving McMahon home. He scores, and the Rockies tie it up. Now a second crosses the plate. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Into the dive, and he got it.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Rockies.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Zach
36.
Agnos.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off to the
Nobody
net,
out.
the
Lindor has a
shortstop,
chance to
Francisco
tie it.
Lindor.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That's ball 2.
Now a pop-up on the infield. McMahon pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Marte. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped to third and caught.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive. Caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
Here's Starling Marte. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. This one in the air. Gira hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Here's the Mets lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Francisco Lindor.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. 2 outs, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
Good fastball going early
One ball,
until they show
2
they can
strikes.
make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
That
That's
one
a
way
ball.
inside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7
3 and
pitches
2.
on one hitter.
Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. His 12th of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, base is empty. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And that one inside, and it hit him.
There. First base.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Ball one, no
In
strike.
the dirt, blocked. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering upstairs. Marquez maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. At the plate, Luis Angel Acuna in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is that. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for the Mets, Clay Holmes. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jordan Beck leading things off and takes a strike. Beck measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Oh, 2 now. Stays alive. Beck started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and no swing, says James Kingsley. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. Way outside, and it's 1-0. One out, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. Next offering is foul back. And it remains 2-2. That one missed. The kick, the 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And they'll do it again. That one the other way. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Goodman.
So in now for Colorado, Hunter Goodman. First pitch misses. Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The third baseman.
Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Ball one squirts away a little bit. And now it's even up.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. And that ends the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Let's go, Rockies!
Marquez back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. 110
4,
miles per hour,
Francisco
and man, that exit
Alvarez.
velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In the air, center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
And here is Ronnie Mauricio. First offering, runner goes. On a line out towards center. Freeman makes a nice running catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
The shortstop.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. And that one clips the corner. Runner takes off. Up the middle. That's out number 3. Mets leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Denver. Now it's the shortstop, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Let's go, Rockies.
Right through there for a strike.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Chopped left side. Mauricio on to first. One up, one down. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Kyle Farmer batting with one down, takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And the 0-1. And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one missing inside. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three-two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ground ball left side. Slings it across. He made the pitcher earn that
Batting
out
seventh,
after a
the first
long
baseman,
at-bat.
Este. Hura.
Here's Keston Hura. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that's downstairs. And 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Rockies are down quietly. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Starling Marte up to hit.
Marte.
Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
In the air, right field, Moniak on the run towards the line. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. One up, one down.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that is out of play.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Soto, the base runner at first with one out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it with a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball one. And it's fouled away. Two outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Coors Field. And now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Moniak.
In the air to left down the line. Nimmo sizing this one up. Nabs it. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And that's in there for strike one. The other way. Oh, he gloves it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Just missed. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Two down, nobody on. Swings and chases a low one there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 1 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Luis Angel Acuna.
Let's go, Rockies!
And there's a foul ball. That one misses.
Outside.
And the count even 1-1.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Nimmo batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Alvarez takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
On the ground to third, McMahon. Fires to first in time.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Mauricio.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. He's 0 for 1. Mauricio in his second season, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is down low. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Denver, ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyro Estrada. Hard ground ball, base 9.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at-bat. And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Estrada gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Off balance feet, there's one. Back to first, and it's over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
And now the shortstop, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 1 so far. And a foul ball. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Hey!
The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. And there's a ball.
2-2 count.
Hard hit, right side. Toss to Alonso, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 2 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Marquez back to work. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Got him swinging. And now the DH, Starling Marte. 0 for 2 in this one.
Marte.
There's a strike. Foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. First pitch, and he just misses.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. On the corner at the knees for a strike. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Number 45 getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Number 55, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Two outs.
Inside, ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mets lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at Coors Field. Now it's the DH, Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
All these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Cut out and missed, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Keston Hiura now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Alonso. Home after the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
There's the strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Alonso takes it himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-0. New arm out of the bullpen, number 45.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter now coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the center fielder, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve. Luis Angel Acuna now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game.
Acuna.
And that drops in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to third. And he can't come up with it.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Man at first. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Acuna stands at first with 1 out. Runner takes off. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Acuna coming home. The throw's offline. He's saved. And they're up by 3.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. A switch hitter batting right.
Rockies.
And first offering is fouled off. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And
Rockies,
now the center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
Tyler Freeman.
Fought off foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Acuna tosses to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jordan.
Next for Colorado, Jordan Beck, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. The Rockies trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, 2.
The next
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. Going to count 1 and 2. And
Ball
downstairs.
Great job of laying off
2
those
balls,
pitches down
2
in the
strikes.
zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
All right, Rockies, you got it.
Headed towards the corner. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. And he's there at third with a triple. One down, runner at third. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. He's 2 for 2. And that one wrapped foul. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from
Now
third with a
batting,
sac fly.
catcher,
We're talking about a
Hunter.
different story if that line drive hits the ground.
Goodman.
But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with 1 more out.
Here's the catcher to hit, Hunter Goodman.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That's in for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Huascar Brazoban, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 82, the lefty, warming up as well. 2 outs with a runner at third. That's a little bit low.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Beck at third with 2 away. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 11th of the year. It's 3-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. Swinging a foul straight back. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 7th home run of the season. And we are starting over. It's 3-3.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Berg. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clay Holmes gives way. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. A new arm into the game. The righty, Ryan Stanek.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Doyle, the next to hit, has grounded out a couple of times. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A gigantic blast. It's 4-3.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Farmer. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 4 and the Mets 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird.
Now
he's been so good against lefties.
Number 59, Jake Bird.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Lindor.
Late swing, foul to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. And the first offering is not close. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Tyler Kinley getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Herget also throwing. One down, base is empty. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
There's a swing and a drive. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Here's Juan Soto.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. So the tying run at second. That one well upstairs. Now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Big at-bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Marte comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Jake Bird departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
So they
Rockies,
turn things over to the righty, Jimmy
number
Hergen.
44.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tied at 4. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's down and in.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 4 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 7th. So in now for Colorado, Keston Hiura. Stanek in his 8th season, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That misses the zone. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And now the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Next offering is fouled back. Swung on, belted, way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The center fielder,
Tyler
#2,
Freeman will hit
Tyler
next.
Freeman.
And that's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Freeman hits it in the air. McNeil. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Back here in Denver, here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Herget back to work. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zach Agnos getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Number 55 also getting ready. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. And a quick out, number 1.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A towering shot. His second of the year, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Freeman pulls it down. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Francisco Lindor. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it across. Lindor retired. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 5-4 ball game. now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Huascar Brazoban.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game, and here is Jordan Beck. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Next offering is in for a strike. Upstairs. On the ground to third. Mauricio with the throw to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's in there. 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
One down, base is empty. That's too low, and that's ball 1. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first, and that quickly 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. And there's a ball. And that one is inside. Ryan McMahon would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
There's a strike. 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And the tying run is on base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
McMahon in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
And that drops in for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And takes low for ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. trying to hold a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2. High fly ball out towards left center. Nimmo has it sized up. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 left for Colorado. Still down a run. It's 5-4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tyler Kinley.
Just
Now
trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Kinley.
So now the DH spot, Starling Marte. 1 for 4 with a double.
Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. This to third. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The batter, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that's in for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That one almost got him.
2 strikes. That's ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Left field. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete
Here's
Alonso.
Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball, that's out.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that one is lifted in the air. Freeman sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they make short work of him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 5 and the Rockies 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now pitching
Well, he's
for
the guy
New
they
York
hope to
Mets,
turn to out of the pen to lock down
Number
wins.
39.
So this game has gone to plan,
Edwin
more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Brenton Doyle.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1's the count.
Strike 1. One-run game, bottom 9. Hit in the air, center field. McNeil gets there. He's under it. And there's one away.
The batter, number 6.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Colorado's DH, Kyle Farmer. And ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Keston Hiura. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So they're down to their final out. Mickey Moniak getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And there's a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
Well, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Tyler Freeman. First pitch, not close. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
1 strike away. Outside low. The count now 2-2. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. And it remains 2-2. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
Well, all you want is a chance going to that final frame. They got some base runners, had the tying run at second, the winning run at first, just couldn't come through with the big hit. On the other side, nice job to battle through it, close out the win.